If you didn't do it, why would you settle the next day when the lawsuit drops? And Diddy settled the next day, 24 hours after she dropped the lawsuit for 30 million.
Had receipts.
Right. So I believe that she knew a lot of things about him, like some really, really dark secrets that he didn't want to be released in the public. So regardless, it still came out because, like you mentioned.
Like he was.
Right.
He was.
Oh.
Yeah. It was terrible. We're going to talk about the P. Diddy allegation. I feel like I have to whisper.
Right.
Oh my God. So, what do you have to say about it?
Well,
your thoughts about the whole allegation. What do you think? Did you first of all like him? Do you first of all like him as a person? Do you like his work?
So I was born in the 90s, right. So I kind of like grew up listening to Diddy a little bit, Bad Boy. And to me, it's just crazy because I heard rumors about the whole the situations where people were saying that he's a bad person. Yeah. He might have killed Tupac.
Oh my gosh.
So a lot of allegations were against him from back in the 90s. So knowing about the R allegations and the S allegations and the assault and all that stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, it reminded me so much of another person that's a high profile person from Cameroon.
Yeah.
His name was Hervé Bopta.
Oh my God. See that?
And they were saying that this man had HIV and spreading it around. And honestly, when I heard about the Diddy news, that reminded me of that man, but just different countries, like doing similar things, right? Walking around with, goons and guns and, just disrupting peace, right?
Listen,
so
this is just so tiring. With even the whole, I read the case that Lil Rod, Mr. Jones put out allegedly. I guess we have to say that so no one sues.
Right, allegedly, yeah.
But that was wild.
Yeah.
They, like the court case itself, the document, it's really crazy, and the fact that this could even come out about somebody. And this came out actually on February 26th of 2024, literally last month.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a grown man we're talking about.
But my thing is, Diddy has so much money, so it's why not pay this man? Because the main reason why he came out and he actually exposed him was the fact that Diddy owed him money. So if you're a quote unquote billionaire, what does that cost you to pay somebody a couple thousands of dollars, right?
You know that billionaires are the most
stingiest people.
They won't be able to be what they are giving their money anyhow, and everyone tries to take advantage of that. So you might think they're rich. Why not throw a couple of bucks? But they're I'm not gonna give anyone my money for free.
That's true.
But the fact that he would do this, I'm just is shocking because is he still in a relationship? He's not, right? They've broken up, Cassidy.
Wait, Cassie, I believe is married to somebody else already. So really? They haven't been together in years.
For some reason, her story keeps coming back up right now. It's all over social media.
Right, okay.
Her story keeps coming back up. The fact that they were together and all of that. And I'm just wondering, the alleged, sex parties and things like that. Did that happen while she was there? Were they females that he was dating that were, okay with this happening? You know, and even the assault and all of that. So I'm just wondering if they were aware of all of this.
So basically, I believe they said some people were paid to do it, right? They were actual
sex workers,
sex workers, and they were paid to do it. But Cassie apparently she mentioned being drugged and being forced and I guess being blackmailed by Diddy. And I believe that she came out because it was just too much for her. I believe the trauma and everything else.
Right.
Because if you didn't do it, why would you settle the next day when the lawsuit drops? And Diddy settled the next day, 24 hours after she dropped the lawsuit for 30 million.
Had receipts.
Right. So I believe that she knew a lot of things about him, some really, really dark secrets that he didn't want to be released in the public. So
that's crazy.
Regardless, it still came out because like you mentioned,
Lil put everything out.
Right.
He even had a picture with blood, it's he went to the restroom or something and blood was coming out and he added that. It was it was bad. It was really, really bad. I can't even say certain things, but it was fucked up. He was
right.
It was
it was
terrible. And then now, you know how like Usher and Justin Bieber were mentored by
him, right?
So it's now like people are like beginning to pace to wonder if he did the same thing to them, like if he trained them in that life, right? He kind of like sexually abused them, basically, so, you know, and stuff.
I don't know if you saw the video, but there's a video where he was on like Drink Champs. I think it's Drink something like that. It's hosted by Nore. It's a podcast, and he kept calling Nore daddy. Like, what type of grown man will call another man daddy, right? So there is some suspect things that Diddy has been doing throughout the years.
I believe that there's no doubt. There may be some level of truth to this. Yeah. It might be exaggerated, but definitely there's some truth to it.
Oh, no grown man should call anybody daddy. Oh, I've never seen a grown man call anybody daddy. It's not allegedly. This is an actual video. Diddy calling Nore daddy, and Fabulous is looking really uncomfortable. He's looking like,
I can imagine.
I don't want to be here, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We need to put in that clip.
Yeah, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, daddy.
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
I like when you like this, daddy.
Because there's no allegedly, no nothing. This happened, and this is real. So no AI, no nothing, right? Yeah. This legit happened. It was on Nore's platform. And, Diddy has been doing a lot of suspect things throughout the years. It's just that it's never been, like, put out in a lawsuit, right?
Right, but that's, like, crazy because it's happened for such a long time. And you know how people would say, like, oh, like, Africa was so corrupt and stuff like that. Like, this is happening in America. And, you know what I mean? That's basically, like, he probably had, like, the system in his pocket. Because he probably had someone that could control, someone that could, like, maybe help him get away with stuff. You know?
Of course,
because they're saying that in his house where he did, like, allegedly hosted these sex parties, right? He had cameras and all of that. So just imagine when that footage comes out and every single celebrity,
right,
you know what I mean, that might have done something. I feel like now they might even be obliged to help him.
So I've
seen what happened.
I've seen pictures of him and Obama and a couple of like high profile individuals. Yes. So I don't know. There's a reason why the feds had to
Jay-Z
raid his house and get a couple of tapes and devices. There's definitely something in there.
So wild though, because it's like, why is it always black men that get caught doing shit like this? I'm sure everyone, not always, but you know what I mean. Like it's just always like so big. Like when you know what I mean. Like the really like
it's not
people look up to. How many?
No, there's been some white, some Caucasian people that, they've been through a couple of scandals too. It's just that I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but I know there's some other like Caucasian people that do stuff. It's just that it's in their community. If you go down the rabbit hole of looking throughout like history of like, white people that have done some, you'll see like a rabbit hole of like people from like the back in the before Jesus Christ doing stuff that were like,
maybe
messed up.
Maybe the ones that are just really pronounced to me are the ones coming from black people, probably because I listened to that music, and I kind of like looked up to them.
Right.
Yeah. Like, from back home when you're like looking up to this person's like, you want to like be part of, you know what I mean? Yeah. Looking at them as like some kind of like God or something, you feel like they have so much money, they have everything they want. Like what else could you possibly need?
Exactly.
To do that?
I don't know, because nowadays when I hear like a song from Diddy, I keep thinking about those allegations too.
Of course.
Because that's literally what's buzzing,
Yeah.
And they're talking about his son. They're saying that his son too
was SA.
He did something to a woman. Allegedly. They're saying that he also is a predator. So I don't really know. I didn't really dig too much into that. But
that's what he saw.
The apple doesn't really fall from the tree, because if you follow your parents' footsteps. Right. Same thing with the Bobda situation. I actually went to school with his sister. Right. Yes, the Bobda person. I went to school with his sister.
Really?
Yes. And they literally had like a huge mansion with like elevators in the house, and they had like a basement, and then they had like an underground. So they were like filthy rich. So allegedly, the people were saying that his father has been doing that for years. And he initiated his son into
the family.
Yes, it's in the family.
Wait, but hold on,
predators and abusing power and things of that nature.
So is that some kind of like direct spiritual or something relation towards like sexual abuse, predatorship? You know what I mean? And like money for like really, really those who want to be like filthy rich. You know what I mean? Like maybe when you get up there, is that what you should expect to see and be around?
Well, I don't know personally, but from what I've seen of people that have extreme amount of money, right? They have a lot of wealth.
Yeah.
They are into some shady stuff, right? That the average person may not, be a part of. I mean, you have to understand that people that get to a certain level in life is not by accident, and there's some things that when you get to a certain level, you have to do.
But why does it have to be that specific? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like that would just always be the one thing, like your predatorship, sexual abuse, or even like men forcing other men that are not gay, to like sleep with them and do. I'm just wondering, like, what spiritual, is there some kind of like reward that they gain for doing that? Because I'm a spiritual person.
Right.
I'm Christian, by the way. So I'm just wondering, like, is there something tied to that where like you gain some mysterious wealth and fame? Or maybe because it's like they're in a group, right? This is what they do. So they will only really recognize you when you're doing the same thing.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
So you're a Christian, right? So you believe in good and bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the same way that there's good, the same way that there's bad, right? Yeah. So the same way that people go to church to pray to God, people go to cults to pray to, the devil to give them power and wealth. And the same way that they have their own, their own place of worship.
God forbid.
So
my destiny shall not be tight. I'll be rich, but my destiny will never be tight.
Amen. Amen to that, sister. Well, the Diddy situation, yeah.
Apparently he has violated over 200 people, and there's been over like 1,000 testimonials, and he has 8. So just imagine the population of Cameroon, specifically Douala, that he has infected.
Yes, yeah, is in Cameroon, right?
I know. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying for the audience, yeah. You might not, yeah. I feel like some people may not know.
Eventually, they'll catch up to it.
Yeah.
Study your geography. Go back, look at it. We're a country. Well, you can also consider us a continent, to be honest.
Really?
Another day.
People talk about that all the time in the Cameroonian community, yes. Like being a continent.
Of course, we're a continent.
How can we be a continent where we're not even bigger than like Nigeria? It doesn't matter. Ghana?
We have all the qualities to be a continent. You see a little bit of everyone, a little bit of every country in everyone. How many times have you been confused to be like Ghanaian or Nigerian and stuff like that?
So people say that I look like a Ghanaian sometimes like Nigerian, sometimes like a South African. Like people just...
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Like
that's why we're a continent. Go fight with your fathers.
Okay. We'll let that slide. I guess we're a continent.
Oh gosh. Okay. So I think that is all, right?
Yeah. Like, so for the Diddy situation and
we'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah.
If we hear more about it. But yeah, it's really sad. And, I feel bad for the victims because I know they're probably like brainwashed by the money and the life he has to offer because everyone wants to experience that. And sometimes when this stuff is happening to you, you don't even know it's happening until you get out of it.
Right.
Because you're so, like, if you're drugged and that, it's so manipulative that you don't actually know that this is happening, So I hope you guys heal and I hope, you get the compensation you need to get. Make sure you get your bag.
Right. I don't know. I feel like no amount of bag or money can like heal somebody's trauma.
At least go and heal on a boat somewhere, sipping champagne, because that's what I want.
Oh, okay. So you'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce than cry in a Honda?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You're one of those.
The damage done. At least I did something. Like, come on now. But God forbid, this will never happen to me. But I'm just saying, like the least you can do is, get a piece of the cake. That's my opinion, though. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just waiting for the story to develop because there hasn't been any arrest. There hasn't been, talking about, Diddy, right? There's no arrest, no nothing.
For the video tapes.
I
wonder if they're going to
just waiting to see that.
I really want to see the videotapes and what kind of crazy parties they've been having. I don't think they're ever going to release that.
Oh, you're nasty. I want to see the tapes.
I want to see what they're doing.
Girl.
I want to see those who are there. Like,
wait, hold on. Christian people don't look at stuff like that.
Why not? I didn't say I want to be part of it. I want to know what is going on. I want to be aware so I can protect myself with the blood of Jesus against it. But like, I want to see the people. I mean, like, I want to see like, oh my God, so this star too is like, yeah.
No, I don't know what you mean, girl. I don't want to see none of that.
Like, I want the tea. I need the tea.
You are so nosy. And you know what they said? They said curiosity killed the cat.
Well, they usually say that cats have 7 lives.
Okay. That's a good one.
Well, I guess that's a wrap, right?
Yes. So definitely we'll be, updating you guys if we have any updates. And those are our thoughts and opinion about the Diddy situation. That reminded us of the situation with Hervé Bapta, who's from Cameroon, who also had similar allegations against him. So
I didn't even find him handsome. Well, at least Diddy was handsome.
Oh, you think Diddy is handsome?
At least he's not ugly.
I guess
he's not bad to look at. But Hervé Bapta, did you look at that man with the cigarette out here sharing 8s? Like, fuck that. He was really handsome. Like, damn.
Well, I don't think any of them are handsome, but
you don't think Diddy's handsome? He's not your cup of tea.
Nah, like no. Diddy?
I don't think he's ugly. Maybe
he's not ugly, but
he's just not your cup of tea.
I don't know.
We're comparing him and Bapta, who is worst?
I can't say right now because I don't know Diddy's HIV status or not, right? 'Cause who knows? A lot of people have stuff that you like. If someone has herpes or HIV, you cannot see it with the naked eye, right? Honestly,
true.
You can tell somebody has a disease
especially
or not.
They're taking good care of themselves.
People have the people
and some
take
people
medicine.
can actually like live with it. You know what I mean? And you would never know.
Yeah, somebody that has been accused of doing all these like perverted things for like decades.
Yeah,
with men, women, like all types. You don't know what that man got.
Anything that walks around.
Yeah. So. But anyways, I'm going to move on to the next topic. So we'll keep an eye out on these 2, Diddy and Bapta, and we'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.